So what a month of boxing it is. September is the month. Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to On My Head Son. I hope you're well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So we've just had the Inoue fight, who's won is retained his undisputed title in Tokyo, Japan against Deheny. Now we've got Canelo against Berlanga, and then towards the end of the month, obviously we've got AJ against Dubois as well. What a great month of boxing. What a treat that is being delivered to us that we can feast upon. It's just fantastic. So let's just get into the Canelo-Berlanga fight. You might have seen all the press conferences of these two, you know, going head to head and sort of launching insults at each other. And one the Mexican and the other, you know, the one from New York, Puerto Rican. And they are really going at each other. And, you know, it's kind of spiteful, and it's just, you know, vicious in the way they're sort of talking to each other as well. There's no love lost between these two. No chance. Now, who's going to win out of these two? I've got a sneaking feeling here that Berlanga's going to put it on him. He's going to put it on Canelo, and, you know, it's going to be a tough fight for Canelo to come out of this. But I think ultimately Canelo's going to win. But this is not going to be an easy fight. I think this is going to be a bit of a battle of attrition here, a war of attrition between these two. You know, the last 5 fights or so, Canelo's gone the distance. Won by unanimous decision, yes, but he's gone the distance. And he's clearly won those fights. You know, I'm not arguing with those decisions whatsoever, those scorecards whatsoever. But what I'm saying is that the Berlanga, he does appear to be, he's not cannon fodder. Definitely not cannon fodder for Canelo. And I think he's probably the one who's going to trouble him a lot more. But I'd say, let us know your thoughts on that. Very interested to see what's going on behind the scenes, what I'll say, with Canelo, Turki Al-Sheikh, Eddie Hearn, all that kind of triangle of hate that's going on there as well. You know, I've remarked on this before in terms of the way Canelo operates. You know, he sees himself as the ultimate A-side, and everybody's got to come to meet his demands. So when all of a sudden somebody else comes into the mix, let's say Turki Al-Sheikh, and all of a sudden they're saying, no, you got to do it by our rules, or we'll get you to fight who we want to fight. All of a sudden Canelo's going, no. You know, you don't dictate the pace here. I dictate the pace. I am the king, you know. So I think there's this battle of, you know, wills, as it were, there behind the scenes. But so it'd be very interesting to see what happens in this fight and where Canelo goes on afterwards, because I do believe he will win. I could have egg on my face at the end of this, but, you know, I do believe he will win. But I think Berlanga's coming for a fight, and he's definitely coming for a war. Can't wait for that fight. So let's just move on to the big card in London, Wembley Stadium, towards the end of the month. Well, it's, 90, 100,000 tickets have already been sold. It's sold out, I believe. Great undercard, fantastic stacked undercard. And then you got the main event. The main event, AJ against Dubois. They're already now talking about Turki Al-Sheikh. He's already talking about Fury against Usyk 2. If that's even going to happen. Is that even going to happen? We don't really know what's going to happen. The thing is about Tyson Fury is so unpredictable in terms of, you know, his fights and the lead up to his fights. But we're still aiming for that December, you know, fight, isn't it? But then Turki Al-Sheikh said no, came on the other day and said, look, actually, no, before Fury Usyk 3, if there ever was going to be, the next fight for Fury, want it to be with AJ. Definitely want those two to fight. I could not agree more. What a fantastic fight. You know, once you've added 2 Fury Usyk fights, whichever way it goes, even if Fury wins, right? Even if Fury wins, or even if he loses, we want to see the AJ fight. That's what we want to see. As boxing fans, the ultimate, that's what we want. The Battle of Britain, the battle of the heavyweights, the battle of the best heavyweights of the last sort of 10 years or so. That's what we want. And Usyk is almost going to be pushed to the side, marginalised a little bit, where he shouldn't be, really. But, you know, that's where we're aiming at. But in between then, obviously, there's this small little thing of Dubois for AJ. Now, they've had their head-to-head, they've had their face-to-face. It's just been released, the kind of face-to-face, but we know what happened at the end of it. You know, AJ and Dubois, you know, had a bit of a set to, didn't they? But it'd be very interesting to see how AJ copes with it. I've got a feeling that AJ is going to figure him out very, very quickly. I think Dubois is going to go in there with his head down, and he's just going to be launching bombs. AJ is going to move out the way of those. He might get caught by a couple, but I think he's going to move out the way. He's going to be boxing clever. And then Dubois is going to get tired out. He's probably going to get penalised for his head down as well, and head-butting, that kind of thing. But I just think ultimately AJ is going to catch Dubois cleanly and more powerfully than he's ever been hit before. And I think that's what's going to be the undoing of Dubois, because in many ways he's still so open. Now, unless something completely changes in the way Dubois fights, this is the way I see it. It's going to be a relatively easy win for AJ in this fight. Now, I could be completely wrong. Again, it could be egg on my face on here, but I just don't see how AJ can lose this fight. Now, and the only way he loses this fight, if he's complacent, which I don't believe he will be, if he underestimates Dubois' kind of commitment to the cause, or the talent that he has, or the power that he has as well. If he underestimates him, if he's a little bit complacent, then it could be an early bath for AJ because of the power involved. I mean, Dubois has just got huge power in those hands. But I think if AJ boxes clever, he'll get him out of there within 4 or 5 rounds. I'm absolutely convinced of it. But I say, what a great month of boxing ahead. It's great to see what's happening between AJ and Dubois in the run-up to this fight, and everything else that's been billowed up, with all the other fights as well. Can't wait for that undercard. Fantastic fight. I can't wait for the Canelo Berlanga fight as well. We just had Inoue, the TKO win in the 7th round against Deheny. That was a great fight to watch in terms of a technical aspect. The way Inoue was just gradually building up, and starting to build up momentum to take out Deheny, who had to retire through an injury anyway. But you could see it was going to happen. But I say, great month of boxing, and it just culminates in the Riyadh season boxing card at Wembley Stadium, and AJ versus Dubois. AJ is my pick. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for future videos. And I will catch you again in another video coming very soon. Bye now.